I am Senator Katie Britt, and I have a kitchen table where my family and I put food in our face holes just like you. Like most other 40-year-old humans, I was able to achieve the American dream by working hard to be born into an upper middle class white family and doing backbreaking work like sweeping my dad's store floor one time. I then made my way through the Alabama state football team until I found the person with the highest earning potential. Roll Tide, and then we had 2 children whose names I came up with while mixing Ambien and red wine, and now I am a United States Senator. I, like you fellow humans, am worried that my children will not be able to live the American dream that we got. And the reason that our children may not have as good of a chance at the American dream as us millennials did, who are thriving, is because Joe Biden made it legal to be Mexican after Donald Trump made being Mexican illegal and the world was perfect. I know that the border at the crisis is our greatest threat because despite being from Alabama and never having met a Mexican, I went to the border one time after becoming a senator and I heard a scary story, and I know that that is the biggest threat to my life now. And because I am just like you, a rich white lady married to an NFL player who is also a United States Senator, I can tell you that Joe Biden is out of touch with what's going on in your life. And that is why you should vote for a pretend billionaire who has a gold toilet and a private golf course, because he gets you, fellow American human.
I can't do it anymore. The wig hair was getting in my mouth. Okay, Alabama, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Is your only fucking qualification for senator is that they've been on the Alabama football team? In this case, literally. Like, what was the purpose of putting this person in a position of power? She named her kids Bennett and Ridgway is the boy. Clearly, her decision-making capabilities are severely compromised. I wouldn't trust this woman to make a decision on where we should go to dinner, let alone policy decisions that affect millions of people. She thinks her privileged-ass little life is commonplace for us millennials, that her kids will be the generation that'll have less of a chance at the American dream than their parents. Bitch, it's been harder for kids to achieve the American dream than it was for their parents since fucking Reagan. We're coming up on 5 decades of a widening wealth gap that she's not on our side for, and this thing that should be in a fucking wax museum is just now become aware of it. But Joe Biden's the one out of touch. Y'all can't call other people out of touch when your fucking party hasn't put a president in the White House with the popular vote since before I was born. I'm 33. And I'm not saying Joe Biden's super in touch, but even with his 150-year-old hearing, he can still hear that the American people don't want women's health care rights taken away from them. Meanwhile, Alabama's outright banning reproductive care and treating frozen embryos like they're full-blown humans, all the while sporting the worst health care system in the country that allows actual, real, living human beings to die every single day because they can't get health care. Which is why somebody who is in touch with us mere peasants would know that we all want universal fucking health care. Yeah, that's a pretty fucking popular thing as well that you all keep fighting tooth and nail against. You know what else is popular? Eliminating student debt and making college affordable. I'm sure there's lots of women who would have loved the opportunity to go to college and sleep with half the football team and become an NFL player's mediocre housewife, but they simply couldn't afford it. People who are in touch would know that making that affordable is pretty fucking popular. And for the love of God, stop with the fucking border crisis bullshit. Oh, Trump handed Biden the most secure border ever. The fuck he did. Obama wasn't called the deporter-in-chief for nothing. Trump didn't even come close to touching his numbers. Which is a huge criticism of mine of Obama, but just saying, y'all can't even do your own fucking racism right. And then the Democrats gave you a fucking immigration policy that was most of the shit that you idiots wanted, and you tanked it. You know what people who are in touch with the American public know? They fucking love it when you don't do your job that they elected you to do just so you can try to make your opponents look bad. You know, maybe you could just try throwing kids in cages again. That resonated real well the last time. If anybody ever tells you that the Republican Party is in touch, they're probably just talking about Matt Gaetz with middle school girls or Donald Trump with his daughter, because they damn sure are in touch with the American people, the current state of the world, or objective fucking reality.